Good evening, you're now with me, Handy Gui, for Tvs Nightline, and here are the headlines for tonight. The launch of Sarawak Petchem's methanol plant in Bintulu marks a significant step towards positioning Malaysia as a top methanol producer in Asia Pacific. Sarawak Premier is celebrated for his leadership in reshaping the region's development through initiatives in digital and green economies. Hamas and Fatah, facilitated by China in Beijing, have agreed to a national unity framework to govern Gaza post-conflict, involving an interim national reconciliation government. Hamas announced today that it had reached an agreement in Beijing with other Palestinian organizations, including its rival Fatah, aimed at achieving national unity. This agreement, facilitated by China, outlines a shared governance framework for Gaza following the conclusion of current hostilities. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi, who hosted a meeting with senior Hamas official Musa Abu Marzouk, Fatah envoy Mahmoud al-Alul, and representatives from 12 other Palestinian groups, stated that they had committed to establishing an interim national reconciliation government to govern Gaza in the post-war period.
واليوم احنا إذ بنوقع اتفاقية للوحدة الوطنية، نقول بأنه الطريق من أجل استكمال هذا المشوار هو وحدتنا الوطنية، ولذلك نحن نتمسك بالوحدة الوطنية وندعو لها.
The announcement comes more than 9 months into a war sparked by Hamas's October attack on southern Israel. According to data from the Gazan Health Ministry, Israel's retaliatory military campaign in Gaza has killed more than 39,000 people, mostly civilians. The relentless fighting has plunged Gaza into a severe humanitarian crisis. China has sought to play a mediator role in the conflict, which has been rendered even more complex due to the intense rivalry between Hamas, which rules the Gaza Strip, and Fatah, which partially governs the occupied West Bank. Israel has vowed to keep fighting until it destroys Hamas. World powers, including key Israeli backer, the United States, have scrambled to imagine scenarios for the governance of Gaza once the war ends. Neither Israel nor the United States would sanction any post-war plan that includes Hamas, which is proscribed as a terrorist organization by Washington. While it is unclear whether the deal announced in Beijing on Tuesday can hold, it does indicate that the only world power that can engineer a reprogramming between the Palestinian rivals is China.
这是巴勒斯坦各派北京对话最重要的共识，就是致力于所有14个派别的大和解、大团结。最核心的成果就是明确巴解组织是巴勒斯坦人民的唯一合法代表。最突出的亮点就是围绕加沙战后治理，组建临时民族和解政府达成一致。
Hamas and Fatah have been bitter rivals since Hamas fighters ejected Fatah from the Gaza Strip after deadly clashes that followed Hamas's resounding victory in the 2006 election. Fatah controls the Palestinian Authority, which has partial administrative control in the Israeli-occupied West Bank. Several reconciliation bids have failed, but calls have grown since the Hamas October attack, 9-month war in Gaza, with violence also soaring in the West Bank, where Fatah is based.
Premier of Sarawak, Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, is regarded as an exemplary leader who not only prioritizes the welfare of the people, but also has successfully reshaped the development landscape of the region. Member of Parliament for Tanjung Manis, Yusuf Abdul Wahab, highlighted that in addition to digital economy initiatives, comprehensive green economy development plans, and the use of hydrogen for electricity generation have ushered Sarawak into a new era.
Kita dianugerahkan, kita dihadiahkan seorang pemimpin yang sangat berjiwa besar seperti Abang Jo, pemimpin kita yang julung kali telah mengubah landscape pembangunan di Sarawak ini. Kita lihat dalam masa 2017 sampai 2024, kita dapat bayangkan berapa banyak inisiatif yang telah dibuat oleh Abang Jo, Premier kita. Macam-macam aja. Masa kita kena COVID belok sampai BKSS 8 ke 9 ke macam-macam aja telah dibantu.
He said this during the Bintangor District Level Sarawak Day celebration on Monday. Yusuf noted that the changes are evident through the implementation of various public projects stemming from inclusive policies that encompass all communities in the region. These coordinated efforts, he said, demonstrate the Sarawak government's commitment to improving the welfare of both urban and rural residents.
The establishment of Sarawak's Petchem's methanol plant complex in Tanjung Kidurong, Bintulu is a key milestone in helping to establish Malaysia as a leading methanol producer in the Asia-Pacific region. Investment, Trade and Industry Minister Tengku Dato Sri Zafrul Abdul Aziz said it is also expected to drive further investments and stimulate the production of other downstream products.
In a statement issued by the Malaysian Investment Development Authority, Zafrul stated that a 7 billion ringgit plant will also drive job creation and stimulate the economy by providing opportunities to other industries and small and medium-sized enterprises. The agency said the significant project with an annual production capacity of 1.75 million tonnes solidifies the company's position as Malaysia's second largest methanol producer after Petronas Chemicals Group Berhad. Meanwhile, MITRE Chief Executive Officer Sheikh Shamsul Ibrahim Sheikh Abdul Majid described the milestone achievement by Sarawak Petchem as a testament to Malaysia's attractiveness as a destination for large-scale, high-impact investments, adding that MITRE will continue to provide the necessary support to Sarawak Petchem to become a leading entity in the global petrochemical industry. Methanol is a critical raw material for the production of chemicals such as acetic acid and formaldehyde, which are essential in industries including adhesives, solvents and foams.
Sarawak now stands on par with global methanol industry players with the establishment of the Sarawak Petchem methanol complex in Bintulu. Senior lecturer at the Faculty of Economics and Business, University Malaysia Sarawak, UNIMAS, Dr. Zul Hazwan Huzaini stated that this new economic landscape reform positions Sarawak as a primary destination for foreign investment.
In addition, he said the billion ringgit investment also demonstrates the region's capability in managing complex and high-value industrial activities.
Pelaburan berkualiti tinggi ini bukan sahaja menyokong ekonomi tempatan tetapi juga mengintegrasikan Sarawak ke rantaian nilai global industri yang bersifat lestari. Selain itu, projek ini akan mencipta kesan limpahan ekonomi yang positif. Apabila syarikat asing melihat kejayaan pelaksanaan projek bernilai tinggi di Sarawak, mereka mungkin akan didorong ataupun lebih terdorong untuk melabur dalam sektor-sektor yang berkaitan yang kita ada, memanfaatkan infrastruktur dan kepakaran yang sedang berkembang di Sarawak.
He said this when contacted by Tvs today. Elaborating further, he stated that the Sarawak methanol plant project will ensure new sources of revenue for the region, thereby creating sustainable income for the people of Sarawak and Malaysia in general.
Dengan mempelbagaikan sumber ataupun sektor-sektor ekonomi ke arah penciptaan ataupun pembangunan sektor ekonomi yang bernilai tinggi seperti ini akan mengurangkan kebergantungan ekonomi kita kepada industri minyak dan gas serta sektor elektrik dan elektronik.
He's optimistic that this project will have a positive economic spillover effect for the region and entice investor interest to contribute to the long-term economic development, noting that global companies are currently focused on investments that prioritize ESG practices.
In today's fast-paced world, working two jobs has become increasingly common. And as the cost of living rises and the job market becomes more competitive, many people are finding it necessary to take on multiple roles to make ends meet. This trend reflects a growing dependence on multiple income streams to overcome financial challenges and secure a stable future. Muhammad Sharizam Hamzah, a lecturer at the Faculty of Applied and Creative Arts, UNIMAS, exemplifies this new normal. By day, he serves as a university lecturer, and by night, he works as a freelance photographer and a news reporter.
So basically, saya bekerja sebagai pensyarah sepenuh masa di Fakulti Seni Gunaan dan Kreatif Universiti Malaysia Sarawak, dan secara sambilannya saya bekerja sebagai wartawan dan juga juru kamera bebas bagi pihak TVS pada sebelah malam hari. Dan dari situ saya mendapat kedua-duanya, iaitu practicality dan juga ilmu pengetahuan, yang mana di dalam universiti saya mendapatkan ilmu pengetahuan yang saya praktikkan di luar universiti, iaitu melalui kerjaya saya sebagai juru kamera dan wartawan sambilan TV.
Meanwhile, it has been reported that the rise in dual job holders is driven by several factors, including stagnant wages that have not kept pace with inflation and the rise of the gig economy. As such, many people are forced to seek additional income sources to meet their financial needs. Interestingly, for some, a second job provides not just financial relief but also personal satisfaction. These roles often align more closely with their passions, offering a creative or intellectual outlet that their primary employment lacks.
Sebenarnya saya sebenarnya bukan saya menjadi seorang stringer ataupun juru kamera dan wartawan bebas ini bukan kerana duit, faktor yang pertama sebenarnya, tapi kerana minat saya, cinta saya sebenarnya dalam dunia pekerjaan adalah kepada bidang kewartawanan dan juru kamera. Itu tidak pernah lari sewaktu saya. Dari sudut itulah sebenarnya punca mengapa saya mengambil peluang ataupun menjadi seorang juru kamera dan wartawan bebas pada sebelah malam. Jadi sebenarnya faktor kewangan tu bukanlah penentu utama. Tapi saya tidak nafikan dia membantu dari sudut kewangan. Maksudnya bayaran yang diterima itu membantu saya dari sudut keuangan bagi memudahkan saya meneruskan kehidupan saya.
Sharing a similar sentiment, Abang Muhammad Zakri Abang Abdul Rahim, an entrepreneur who coaches boxing by day and runs a food truck by night, also embraces this lifestyle. He noted that while the financial benefits of working two jobs are clear, the practice comes with significant challenges requiring strong mental and physical health to manage.
Yeah, I've been doing food truck and boxing training for quite some time, from since 2020. So it's 4 years now, and I can say like kami dah biasa to do many job at one time. So bagi kami benda tu salah satu benda yang baru, and then it's actually macam connected to each other, food and boxing. I can say it's connected to the one personal growth, because okay, let's say in food business, if you don't see any target, then you move to another place, like a food truck. Running food truck now, so there's no what do you call it? There's a place, but no target, no business. So I moved to another target in a new place. Same goes to boxing. If you cannot find another, you cannot aim the target, so you move somewhere where, for me, it's like financial effects or whatever it is. Sometimes yes, but business is like up and down, right? So for me it's regardless, because it's more to passion now. You have to be mentally and physically strong and fit to do all that, because you will be working like maybe like 10-12 hours a day, and maybe like 20 hours a day, because your life is there. That's your life.
As the economy continues to evolve, the trend of holding multiple jobs is likely to continue. And for now, individuals like Sharizam and Zakri continue to embody the resilience and adaptability that define the modern workforce. Their stories serve as a reminder of the length people will go to secure a better future for themselves and their families. Hello there and welcome back. The Court of Appeal today imposed the death sentence on 6 former students of University Pertahanan Nasional Malaysia UPNM for the murder of Navy Cadet Officer Zulfarhan Osman Zulkarnain 7 years ago. The sentence was meted out after a 3-judge panel led by Judge Datuk Hadaria Said Ismail allowed the prosecution's cross-appeal to reinstate Section 302 of the Penal Code initially faced by all the accused. The accused are Muhammad Akmal Zuhairi Azmal, Muhammad Azamuddin Mat Sofi, Muhammad Najib Muhammad Razi, Muhammad Afif Najmuddin Azahat, Muhammad Shobirin Sabri, and Abdul Hakim Muhammad Ali. Delivering the unanimous decision, Judge Hadaria stated that the High Court judge had erred in amending the original murder charge under Section 302 of the Penal Code to Section 304(a) of the Penal Code. Judge Hadaria stated that the court agrees with the prosecution that the manner in which the murder was committed shocked not only the judicial conscience, but even the collective conscience of society. She explained that under the Abolition of Mandatory Death Penalty Act 2023, which came into effect on March 16, 2023, the penalties for murder include either the death sentence or imprisonment of not less than 30 years and not more than 40 years, along with no fewer than 12 strokes of the cane. However, she highlighted the aggravating factors in this case, noting that the victim was innocent and that the actions of the first to fifth accused were extremely sadistic. Hadaria stated that the actions of the first to fifth accused in pressing a steam iron against various parts of the victim's body, including his private parts, demonstrated their malicious intent, cruelty, inhumanity, and lack of compassion towards their fellow student. Meanwhile, the 3-judge panel overturned the 3-year prison sentences imposed on 12 other former students of the same university for injuring Zulfarhan to 4 years of imprisonment. They were found guilty of deliberately causing injury to Zulfarhan to obtain a confession that he had stolen a laptop and were charged under Section 330 of the Penal Code, which provides for a maximum penalty of 7 years in prison and a fine upon conviction. Now on to the next update. The 6-year-old girl who was reported missing, believed to be abducted at a shopping mall in Iskandar Puteri on Saturday, was found safe and sound at a budget hotel in Batang Kali, Selangor early this morning. Johor Police Chief CPM Kumar said Albertine Leo Jiahui was rescued at 4:45 a.m. by a team of officers from the Johor and Bukit Aman Commercial Criminal Investigation Departments.
Police also arrested a 31-year-old local man found with her. Kumar said that the girl is safe, adding that there are no visible physical injuries so far and she has been sent to a hospital for a medical examination. He said the motive for the abduction is still under investigation as the victim's family did not receive a call from any party asking for ransom. Kumar, in the meantime, said the arrest of the man in Selangor brings the total to 5 individuals who have been detained relating to the case so far, and all of them have no family ties with the child. He said 2 men and 2 women aged 28 to 55 were arrested around Iskandar Puteri yesterday and remanded for 4 days starting today, while the man arrested in Batang Kali will be taken to Johor for further investigation. Kumar said further investigations are being done in accordance with Section 365 of the Penal Code and Section 14(a) of the Sexual Offences Against Children Act 2017. On Sunday, Kumar asked for the public's help in locating Albertine Leo, who was reported missing by her father at a shopping mall at about 8:30 p.m. on Saturday.
3 men, including an Indonesian, were detained for rioting at the Cebu night market in Jalan Cross on Monday. Cebu Police Chief ACP Zulkifli Suhaili said the 3 suspects, aged between 31 and 35, were detained after receiving a report about the incident at 8:46 p.m.
The incident was believed to have been triggered by one of the suspects who was drunk and who had started damaging the stalls at the site. Angered by the action of the drunk suspect, several individuals had started to assault the suspect, causing injuries to him. Police checks found that none of them had any previous criminal records and added that police were tracking down other suspects believed to have been involved in the incident. Meanwhile, the case is being investigated under Section 427/147 of the Penal Code for committing mischief resulting in loss or damage and rioting in a public place.
Sarawak is targeting at least 3 gold medals in chess, which is making its debut in the 21st Malaysia Games Sukma from August 17 to 24. Its team manager, Abang Muhammad Ridwan Ali Abang Sahari, said the Sarawak chess team, consisting of 6 women and 6 men, is undergoing intensive training at least 4 times a week to sharpen their thinking skills and test their mental endurance.
A total of 10 gold medals are up for grabs in chess at this biennial event, 5 each in the women's and men's categories, involving 3 disciplines: standard, rapid and blitz. Abang Muhammad Redwan, a vice president of the Malaysian Chess Federation, said that including chess as one of the new sports in Sukma 2024 provides an opportunity for the country to produce more young professional chess players.
Efforts are being made to establish Malaysia as a global esports hub with the nation's recent collaboration during the CBA Global Esports Platform signing ceremony held in Korea. CBA Global Holdings Group Bezi Yoh emphasized that the signing ceremony marks the company's active investment and leading position in the global esports field and looks forward to host more international events in the future to further elevate Malaysia's competitiveness in the global esports arena.
The grand event held in South Korea not only highlighted Malaysia's position on the global esports stage, but also showcased Malaysia's potential for international cooperation and innovation. Also present was CBA Global Holdings Group CEO Bezi Yoh and Chairman of the Malaysia Esports Entrepreneurs Association, Dr. Nazifuddin Najib. The event attracted global media attention and laid a solid foundation for the future development of the esports industry, emphasizing Malaysia's important role in the global esports market. During the event, Nazifuddin and South Korea's Vice Minister of National Defense Bae Seung-ju witnessed the signing of several strategically significant cooperation agreements. These agreements will further drive innovation in global esports technology and platforms. Additionally, Shin Kyung-chun, chairman of Union Platform in South Korea, signed a joint strategic cooperation agreement supporting gaming technology development with 4 countries uniting to support Malaysia. Recently, CBA Global Holdings Group hosted a major event at the six-star Inspire Entertainment Resort in Incheon, South Korea, capturing global attention by successfully integrating esports innovation with cutting-edge technology, showcasing the limitless potential for future industry development.
Now, researchers said today that a new vaccine-like HIV drug that currently costs over $40,000 or nearly 200,000 ringgit per person a year could be made for as little as $40 or 200 ringgit. The antiretroviral drug developed by U.S. pharmaceutical giant Gilead has been hailed as a potential game changer in the fight against HIV.
Early trials have found the treatment is 100% effective in preventing HIV infection, and it only needs to be injected twice a year, making the drug far easier to administer than current regimens requiring daily pills. A researcher at the UK's Liverpool University, Andrew Hill, said the drug is basically like a vaccine. The treatment currently costs patients over $40,000 a year in a range of countries, including the United States, France, Norway, and Australia. New research, which Hill presented at the International AIDS Conference in Munich on Tuesday, looked into how much the cost of making the drug could come down if Gilead allowed for cheaper generic versions to be manufactured. According to the research, which has not been peer-reviewed, a year's worth of the drug could be made for as little as $40 to 1,000 times less than the current price. The price was based on production volumes equal to treating 10 million people. Hill emphasized that if the drug was given to people at high risk or contracting HIV, such as gay or bisexual men, sex workers, prisoners, or notably young women in Africa, it could basically shut down HIV transmission. According to the World Health Organization, there were 1.3 million new HIV infections last year, while 39 million people are living with the virus.
Now wrapping up the Nightline, tennis megastar and two-times Olympic singles champion Andy Murray has confirmed he will hang up his tennis racket after the Paris Olympics. Regarded as one of Britain's all-time great sportsmen, the 37-year-old athlete has announced that the Paris 2024 Games will be his last ever tennis tournament.
Murray won Olympic singles gold in 2012, beating Roger Federer and 2016, apart from capturing 3 Grand Slam titles in a glittering career. The injury-plagued athlete had previously said he was unlikely to continue his career beyond this year. Murray received a star-studded emotional farewell earlier this month at Wimbledon, venue where he won 2 of his 3 major titles, following a first-round doubles defeat partnering his brother Jamie. Murray, who underwent surgery on June 22 to remove a spinal cyst which was compressing his nerves, made him lose control and his power in his right leg, had decided he was not fit enough for the demands of singles competition at the All England Club. The tennis competition at the Olympics begins on July 27. Murray will be playing both singles and doubles. Murray resurrected his career after having hip resurfacing surgery in 2019, but has since struggled to make the latter stages of leading tournaments.
Those were the updates on TVS Nightline. I'm Handy Gui. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.